The air is filled with warmth and the sweet sound of your baby's giggles. You are sitting on the pulse bed, your 3-year-old baby nestled comfortably between you and Jungkook. His little hands wave in excitement, his tiny feet kicking as he lets out another infectious giggle. Jungkook, your usually cold and intimidating mafia husband, has a completely different expression on his face right now. His sharp, dangerous aura is nowhere to be seen. Instead, he is looking at your baby boy with the softest gaze, his eyes filled with nothing but love and adoration. You chuckle, reaching over to gently stroke your baby's chubby cheeks. He is getting bigger every day, isn't he? Jungkook nods, his tattooed fingers brushing lightly over the baby's tiny hands. Yeah, it's crazy. Feels like just yesterday we brought him home and now look at him. He watches as the baby grabs onto his finger, squeezing it with surprising strength. Damn, he's so strong too. You laugh, leaning down to press a kiss on your son's forehead. Well, he's your son after all. Jungkook smirks. True, but he gets his cuteness from you. Your baby lets out another high-pitched giggle as Jungkook wiggled his fingers against his tummy, tickling him gently. His little legs kick widely and he goes in delight. So you agree he looks like me? You tease, raising an eyebrow. Jungkook shakes his head with a grin. No way, he got my nose and my eyes. You tilt your head playfully, but he spout, that's all me. Jungkook chuckles, watching the baby blow a teeny bubble from his lips. Yeah, but still he is a mini version of me. Your baby's tiny hand reaches for Jungkook's face, his fingers clumsily patting his cheek. Jungkook freezes for a second before he smiles, leaning into the small touch. His heart completely melts when the baby lets out a happy coo. Did you see that? Jungkook asks, his voice filled with wonder. You nod, eyes sparkling. He loves his daddy. Jungkook's expression softens even more, his usual kooky smirk replaced with something more tender. And I love him more than anything. Your baby suddenly lets out a loud, excited squeal, making both of you burst into laughter. Jungkook chuckles, shaking his head. He's so energetic in the morning. Well, he sleeps peacefully at night because he knows his daddy is here to protect him. You say, reaching out to tuck a thin strand of baby hair behind your son's ear. Jungkook hums, gently rubbing your baby's back. Of course, no one is ever gonna lay a finger on him. Your heart swells at his words. No matter how ruthless Jungkook was in the outside world, here in this room, with you and your son, he was just a man who loved his family deeply. Daddy is so scary, huh? You say to your baby, who simply giggles in response, not understanding a thing. He doesn't think I'm scary. Look at this guy, he's completely fearless. He tickles your baby's tummy again, making him squirm and let out a loud, joyful laugh. You grin. Well, of course he is fearless. He's your son, and he knows his daddy would never hurt him. Jungkook gently lifts the baby into his arms, cradling him close. Damn right, he presses a soft kiss to your baby's forehead. I'll keep him safe always. Your baby lets out a tiny yawn, his tiny hand clutching onto Jungkook's shirt. Look at that, even his sleepy face is cute. You lean against Jungkook's side, resting your head on his shoulder, a little angel. This is all I ever wanted. You smile, squeezing his arm. Me too. Do you remember? You wouldn't even let me carry him for the first few days. You pout, nudging Jungkook's shoulder. Hey, I was just nervous. He was so fragile, and you are all muscles and strength. I was scared you'd hold him like one of your guns or something. Jungkook smirks, raising an eyebrow. You really think I would handle my own son the way I handle a gun? You laugh, shaking your head. No, of course not, but still, I was scared. Jungkook grins, pointing at the baby, who is currently chewing on his tiny feast while looking at you both with sparkling eyes. Look at him, he's already pretending to be all innocent while secretly planning how to keep us up all night. You shake your head with a smile. That's called being a baby, Jungkook. Your baby lets out a small coo, as if responding to your words. Jungkook gasps dramatically. See, he's already arguing back. You burst into laughter, shaking your head. Oh my god, you are unbelievable. Jungkook leans in closer, resting his chin lightly on the baby's soft tummy. Are you gonna be like your mama, huh? Always proving me wrong? The baby giggles, his tiny feet kicking against Jungkook's chest. Jungkook grins, taking his little foot and pretending to bite it. Yeah, stop kicking your dad. Your son squeals with laughter, his whole body shaking with joy. Your heart melts at the sight. He loves playing with you. You are his favorite, you say softly, watching the two of them. Jungkook looks at you, his gaze tender. Nah, you are his favorite. You are the one who feeds him, baths him, put him in sleep. But I won't lie, I love that he recognized me already. The way he smiles when he sees me, it does something to me. You rest your head against his shoulder. You are an amazing dad, Jungkook. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm still learning, but I swear I will never let anything happen to him. I'll protect him from everything, no matter what. You place a hand on his, squeezing it gently. I know you will. Jungkook looks down at your interlocked fingers before bringing them up to his lips, pressing a small kiss to your knuckles. And I'll protect you too, always. Your son, seemingly wanting attention again, lets out a loud, impatient coo. You both laugh as Jungkook lifts him up in the air. What, little man? You don't like me getting romantic with your mom? The baby kicks excitedly, his mouth forming an O before he lets out a loud giggle. Jungkook chuckles, bringing the baby back down to his chest, where he snuggles comfortably. I never thought I would have this, a family, something this precious. You smile, resting your hand over his. Well, now you do, and we are not going anywhere. Jungkook continued playing with your baby, who was still giggling happily, waving his tiny hands in excitement. Jungkook chuckled, tapping the baby's nose gently. You are really talkative today, huh? Just like your mom. You gasped dramatically, placing a hand over your chest. Excuse me, are you saying I talk too much? I didn't say that. I just said our son takes after you. You roll your eyes playfully and looked at the baby. See, baby, daddy's teasing me again. Tell him you're actually more like me because you're sweet and adorable. Your baby let out a loud coo, kicking his tiny feet, making both of you laugh. Jungkook grinned, gently rubbing the baby's tummy. Oh, so you agree with your mom now? Wow, you are already teaming up against me. You smirked. Of course, he's my little partner, Jungkook scoffed, shaking his head. Unbelievable. I thought we were supposed to be a team, little man. He lightly poked the baby's chubby cheek and the baby giggled in response. You sighed, stretching your arms. Anyway, I need to freshen up and take a bath. Can you handle him while I do that? Jungkook raised an eyebrow, scoffing. Why, what are you talking about? Of course I can handle him. I'm perfectly capable. You crossed your arms, tilting your head. Oh, really? You sure? Jungkook rolled his eyes. Yeah, do you think I'm scared of my own son? You chuckled. I didn't say that. I'm just making sure. Jungkook waved you off. Go take your bath. I will take care of him. You stood up, giving your baby one last kiss on the forehead before heading towards the bathroom. As you closed the door, you could hear Jungkook talking to your baby. Okay, little man, it's just you and me now. Let's have some fun. Your baby giggled in response, clearly excited to have his daddy's full attention. Jungkook lifted him into the air, making airplane noises as the baby let out delighted squeals. You like that, huh? Jungkook smirked, bouncing him slightly. See, your dad is the best. I can entertain you for hours. The baby responded with another happy squeal, his tiny hands reaching out towards Jungkook's face. Jungkook chuckled. Oh, you wanna grab my nose? Go ahead, little man. It's all yours. Jungkook blinked, his confidence flattering. Oh, okay. Wait, why are you crying? The baby's tiny face crunched up as he wailed louder. Jungkook sat up straighter, rocking him gently. Hey, what happened? We were having fun a second ago. Hearing the cries from the bathroom, you shouted, Jungkook, he's crying, take care of him. Jungkook groaned slightly, bouncing the baby in his arms. Yes, fine, I know, I'm trying. But no matter how much he patted, rocked, or whispered soothing words, the baby wouldn't stop crying. Jungkook sighed, looking down at him with a slightly panicked expression. Come on, buddy, don't cry, you called out again. Is he calming down? No, he's still crying. You chuckled, rinsing off quickly. Okay, I'm coming, just wait a minute. After finishing your bath, you walked back into the bedroom, only to be met with the sight of your mafia husband, your powerful, feared mafia husband, completely struggling to calm down a tiny baby. You burst out laughing. Jungkook immediately looked up, raising an eyebrow. Yeah, what? You grinned, crossing your arms. I just saw the mighty mafia boss struggling to calm his son. He's just stubborn, like you. You chuckled, stepping forward. Oh, really? Well, let me take him. Jungkook handed the baby over to you. The moment he settled in your arms, his crying started to quiet down. You swayed gently, whispering soft words, and within moments, he was completely calm, his tiny face resting against your chest. Jungkook watched in disbelief. What the? How did you do that? You smirked. Because I'm his mom, he knows me best. Jungkook huffed, leaning back against the headboard. I was literally doing the same thing. Why didn't he calm down with me? You chuckled, pressing a kiss to your baby's forehead. Maybe he just needed his mama. Jungkook pouted slightly, looking a little betrayed. This isn't fair. I was doing everything right. You smiled, sitting beside him. You did great, Jungkook. It's just that sometimes babies need their mothers. It doesn't mean he doesn't love his daddy. Jungkook hummed, watching the baby closely. Actually, I think he was hungry. That's probably why he was crying. You nodded. Yeah, you are probably right. You adjusted yourself, getting ready to feed him. Reaching into his pocket, he pulled out a cigarette, lighting it with a flick of his lighter. He took a slow drag, exhaling the smoke with closed eyes, feeling the tension ease from his body. But the moment you turned your head and saw him smoking, your expression darkened, your jaw clenched as frustration built inside you. Without another thought, you carefully placed the baby onto the bed, making sure he was comfortable before marching over to Jungkook. Jungkook, your voice was sharp, demanding his attention. He opened his eyes lazily, looking at you. You crossed your arms, glaring at him. I already told you not to smoke in front of our baby. He is still so small. It's not good for him. Jungkook said, rubbing his temple with his free hand. Ryan, I know, but you can't expect me to just quit overnight. You frowned, snatching the cigarette from his fingers and putting it out in the ashtray beside him. I don't care if it's hard. You promised you'd stop for him, for us. I did promise, and I will try, but it's a habit. You don't just wake up one day and stop. Your arms remain crossed, your gaze unwavering. Then try harder, Jungkook. I don't want our son growing up around this. It's not just about quitting for yourself. It's about his health too. Jungkook stared at you for a long moment, his dark eyes studying your frustrated expression. Then with a smirk he tilted his head. Alright then, Ryan. Since you are so determined to make me quit, give me something better to replace it. You narrowed your eyes. What do you mean? Jungkook's smirk deepened as he leaned forward slightly. If I can't have my cigarettes, then I need something else to take the edge off. His gaze dropped to your lips before meeting your eyes again. So, replace it with your kisses. Your face heated instantly. Jungkook, what? He faked innocence, shrugging. If you want me to stop, then give me a reason to. You hoofed. That's not how this works. Jungkook smirked again, reaching out to gently pull you closer by your waist. Think about it. Every time I crave a cigarette, you kiss me instead. That way I forget about smoking. And you get what you want, me quitting. You crossed your arms. You are just trying to take advantage of the situation. Jungkook chuckled, his fingers tracing small circles on your waist. Maybe, but it's a win-win for both of us, don't you think? You bite your lip staring at him. You know he was being playful, but at the same time you could tell he was serious about considering this method. Fine, you muttered, rolling your eyes. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. Fine? Yes, but only if you actually stop smoking. A victorious smirk spread across his face as he pulled you even closer, his nose brushing against yours. Then I guess I will have to test this new method right now. Just goofed lightly, smacking his chest. Just don't use this as an excuse to keep asking for kisses all the time. Jungkook laughed. Then your baby let out a tiny whimper before breaking into a full-on cry. Jungkook sang dramatically. Ah, this little man. He won't even give me a little time to spend with my wife. Both of you walked over to the bed, Jungkook leaning down beside you as you picked up your son. His tiny hands clung to your chest as he snuggled into you, his cries fading into small hiccups. Jungkook watched with a soft smile. Yeah, you win, little man, but at least let me have some moments with your mom too, alright? Your baby let out a tiny coo in response, making both of you chuckle.